complete right turn. At what point in the season did Rachel have her conversation with you about her pregnancy? Tell us about when you found out and the decisions that you guys made.
Well, can we talk about that when we get to quarantine? Or shall we just talk about quarantine?
Yes.
Okay, so
Sounds
quarantine,
good.
McKay is developing his relationship with Katie Brown.
Correct.
And in the writer's room, we were discussing the possibility of actually making her pregnant. And then making Rodney a father. And all the kind of rich story and humor story opportunities that would provide. And we were going to go down that road until we found out that Rachel was pregnant. And then we had to switch things up a bit, obviously.
So it was during quarantine that this was going on?
I don't think we had decided to sort of say the character was pregnant in this episode. I think we were discussing it in this episode for a future episode. And then, I think it was around, at this point that that Rachel let us know. And so basically we had to kind of shift.
Well, because at the end of Missing, which is earlier on in the season, the end of that episode, Keller already knows that she's pregnant.
Okay, so then I guess it had to be earlier then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
by the time while we were writing the script, those first, I don't know what episode is it. Those early scripts were written well before we went to camera. And well before we found out about Rachel, but the plan was to sort of make Rodney a father, and we thought, wow, that would be kind of fun, and having to deal with, saving the galaxy while at the same time, making sure he had time to spend with his son or daughter. It's funny how sometimes things just kind of switch up on you.
That would have definitely been interesting to see that kind of character switch gears and rise to the occasion, of being not only Mr. Fantastic in the rest of the galaxy, but also in terms of his technical wizardry, but also having to be Mr. Mom at the same time.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Legit.
Interesting way to go. Yeah.
Absolutely. Harmony.
This one takes me back to
yes.
a Will Waring directed episode. And I remember I was in the room with Martin and Carl, and we broke this story, and it was so much fun. And we cast the best actress we could possibly cast for the role, Jodelle Ferland, 13-year-old Jodelle Ferland as Princess Harmony. And as I'm fond of telling everyone when we were on on location shooting, her mother Val was there, and I would talk to Val while they would shoot the scenes, and Jodelle knew all of her lines. Like, she was perfect, just perfect. Not only knew her lines, but just delivered them to perfection. And then when David or Joe would kind of flub a line or would hesitate, she would prompt them because she knew their lines as well.
Jeez.
Yes, and so many, many years later, when we were casting Dark Matter, I was like, I know who 5 has to be. It has to be Jodelle Ferland, and she was the perfect 5.
Wow. It's those little things. You always want to cast someone who you know can do the job, and it's just the right person at the right time comes in and makes it happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was terrific.
I like that episode. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that we were looking to bring her back in season 5, but we just couldn't find the story for the right story.
I love that her character, while it sometimes does go in expected ways, she also goes against type by not being meek and helpless, with her knife. She knows she and that knife, man. It was a great character for sure.
Yeah.
And I love the ending with the painting of
Yeah,
her
yeah.
depiction
Love that
of
painting. Yes.
of the victory. We sold that at PropWorks, and it did pretty well, if I recall.
Oh yeah. How much do you remember? How much? It went?
Yeah, hang on. Harmony's victory painting, PropWorks. How much did it go for? Live Auctioneers is having problems. So never mind.
Oh, well, okay.
It was thousands.
Thousands. Wow.
I'm pretty positive. See the sold price. Here we go. Let me have a look here. For those who are wanting to know, let me see. Harmony's victory painting sold for $4,500.
Wow.
Estimate was between $800 and $1,200.
Wow.
I mean, show fans over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Production, a painting of Harmony's interpretation of her victory in the Atlanta Season 4 episode Harmony features Rodney McKay heroically fighting for the young princess while John Shepard cowers in fear.
Yeah. I can tell you, Joe did not love the ending of that episode.
I imagine not. I mean, it was a hit to his masculinity.
It's a good fun, but I mean, it was all in good fun and just a total reversal of what we had set up and played throughout the episode. I thought it was
well, I mean, Joe himself has always said that he kind of looked at Shepard in many ways as Kirk and wanted to kind of fuel that energy. And I gotta say, it's kind of funny watching him come down a peg in the end of that episode. But it's all, I think it humanizes the character a little bit more because
I agree.
This is something he's got to put up with, For McKay is his Spock, and sometimes Spock is going to draw more audience members on certain episodes than Shatner will. Yeah. So, Outcast.
Yes. So this was the episode we were talking about.
Yes.
We face a moral quandary, and Shepard makes a decision to feed this individual to the Wraith.
I think that's Miller's Crossing.
Oh, sorry. Oh.
Yeah, you want to go back to Miller's Crossing for a minute? Because Stephen Culp.
Yeah. All right. Yes. Okay, yes.
Hey, you're all good, dude. I don't know how you're keeping all this straight anyway.
Yeah. So again, I mean, back to Miller's Crossing, we were faced with our character making a difficult decision. And I remember after the episode aired, the message boards were buzzing. They were on fire. A lot of people did not like John's decision. Others, defended him. It was just, I like those moments that engender a lot of discussion.
Mm-hmm. Well, they force us to put ourselves in that situation.
Yeah.
Your own daughter, how far are you willing to sacrifice to save your own child? And that's largely what Shepard is pushing here, because he doesn't want the kid to suffer, and this information needs to come out. And Chris Heyerdahl as Todd wants to be fed.
Yep.
Hey everyone, it's David. Hope you're enjoying the clips during the break. We will be returning in the spring. In the meantime, are you good with English? Are you one of those people who take pride in your grasp of it? Well, we have a great team over here transcribing the backed catalog of Stargate interviews and have dozens more to go. If you're interested in joining me and a small Stargate diehard community looking to preserve the stories brought to Dial the Gate into text form, then please email me at dialthegateshow@gmail.com. There's a little something in it for you, and you'll be helping to pass along the stories to future generations of fans who have yet to discover the show. Thanks so much for watching Dial the Gate.